Hi everyone. So as you can see, I've already started off. I didn't apply moisturizer because the model already had moisturizer. So I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Elixir, and I really like this. It's a serum, and I really like this just as a primer for people who have like a bit of dry skin and if the skin's really dull. And I used the matte duo fiber brush to apply it all over the skin. So next I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Camouflage Concealer number 20, and it's an orange color corrector. What this does is that it neutralizes all the dark areas in the skin, and which is really common in most people, darker skin people, so or Asian skin as well. So what this does, it just neutralizes all the dark areas on the skin. So I'm using like a flat shader brush. I don't know what brand this is. It's probably a no-name brand as well. I'm just blending it as I go along. I'm placing this in like around her mouth and under her eyes as well. Next, I'm going to use the Tem2 S. So next, I'm applying Tem2 SB foundation in number 7. It's Golden Honey, and I'm using this as a highlight foundation. I'm just applying it in the inner perimeter of the model's face, and I know it looks really scary, but trust me, it will make sense in the end. And excuse the person taking pictures. We just had an audience, and all our fans are watching. So I'm just airbrushing this all over the inner corners of her face. So that's her forehead, under her eyes, her chin, corners of her nose, and also like this bit. So now I added like two drops of a darker foundation with the original foundation, and it's the number 9, and it's called Natural Mocha, also an SB foundation. So I'm just applying it in the outer corners of her face. So basically I'm just contouring her face with a darker foundation, and I'm applying this on her jawline, her neck, just to create like more dimension, and I'm blending it in as I go along. So as you can see now, it just looks a bit off, but it makes sense in the end. So I'm going to take my handy dandy duo fiber brush, and I'm just going to blend in all the edges and also blend the foundation into the hairline, and just smoothing it out before the foundation actually sets. I love the SB foundation because it doesn't really set quickly. It just takes about a minute to set. So before it sets, I like to blend more. So next I applied the Nars eye primer all over this. In my opinion, this is the best primer in the world. I don't care what anyone says, and I love it because my eyeshadow work stays put. So now using the Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow brush, and I'm applying the Makeup Forever eyeshadow number 164. It's like a coffee latte. I'm just applying this all over the lid and blending it as I go along. So just layering it and blend at the same time. Next, I took an Inglot blending brush, and just to blend the edges a bit more. Then I'm going to take a Stila Cosmetics eyeshadow. It's like I'm just going to use it as a transition color a bit in the crease as well. It's like a red brown. So I'm just blending this into the crease and just slightly above the crease. Then next I take a Makeup Forever and a 222 blending brush. It's a smaller blending brush, and I'm taking the Makeup Forever eyeshadow in numbers 162, which is a true brown, and I'm using it to define her crease, just to create more dimension, because she didn't really have like a defined crease. Just to create more dimension in the crease, and as you can see, it's looking like she has the crease now. And the reason why I decided to use the 222 brush, because it's a smaller blending brush, and because she has a small crease as well, so it just fits perfectly. So I'm just applying this and blending it. So that's how to get like a really
yeah, he
good
wants to
finish.
steal. He lied to Jasmine. He's a liar. He's a liar.
I'm still blending, but next as a highlight,
Jafar was just another replication of Arabs being retarded people.
Yabi eyeshadow
Evil people.
48, and I'm blending this. I'm just blending this all together in the brow bone using the Inglot blending brush, and I think it's a 6SS brush. So now I'm taking the brow brush, and I'm just brushing her brows into place. I didn't want to groom her brows because she's trying to grow them back, so I had to mimic, not mimic, but I had to fill in her brows in a way you wouldn't notice the extra hair. So I'm using the Makeup Forever Brow Pencil in number 3. Sorry, we had so much laughs going on in the video, but excuse us. But anyway, I'm just using the Makeup Forever Brow Brush in number 3. I'm just using that to fill in the brows like slightly. I'm just using light strokes to fill in the brow, so it just looks like a natural brow, not too drawn on. And I think that's always a good look for everyone. So as you can see, the brow always makes a difference in the look. And I'm just using the pencil to just lightly draw the beginning of the brows, but just make it like smaller strokes and lighter strokes so it doesn't look too heavy in the front. As you can see, the brow makes a difference.
He's just chilling. Like usually when people come here, they'll come here shop, so they drop. Every day they're out of Oxford Street or some mall.
To fill in the brow and also try to make them look as easy as possible. Always remember the brows are like sisters and twins. It doesn't always have to look exactly the same. So next I'm using a Camouflage Concealer in number 16. This is like a caramel concealer. And I'm just using this to just sharpen the brows a bit. And I'm doing this because also I'm trying to like hide the extra hairs that I wasn't allowed to take off. And I'm just also applying it at the bottom of the brow. I'm using a no-name angled brush. I don't know where I got these no-name brushes from, but they're really useful to me. So next I'm just using the same flat shaded brush I used in the beginning for the corrector to blending the concealer I applied. Also the concealer, although it doesn't hide the hairs, also makes the brow look more defined than it already is. So next I applied that same caramel concealer. It's the Makeup Forever Camouflage Concealer number 16 underneath the eye. I did this just to conceal underneath the eyes a bit more and to just lift the eyes so it's like a highlight. So I'm using my finger just to blend in the cream concealer a bit more. I find it really, I like the finish of when I use my fingers to blend in cream products. It just looks really flawless and it like mimics the skin, so it doesn't look too heavy. And also it's easier to blend it with your fingers. Like I love my fingers for everything, like the best tools.
I just wanted to show you how dangerous the
No, you're so shaky. Sometimes it's unstable.
So I did the same thing with the other side. I'm taking my again the dual fiber brush from MAC, and I'm just blending in all the harsh edges of the concealer.
It's a store for pros. They said it. Nah, say American.
So next I'm applying black eyeliner. It's the MAC Black Track eyeliner. It's a fluid liner, and I'm drawing the wing with the angled brush. So I started from the inner corner. I'm not making the line too thick, and I'm just going to do a wing, and I'm going to attach it, like make it look like almost like an Arabian eye. So I used the same Black Track fluid line to line the bottom line, the waterline, and her lash line, all the way to the inner corners.
I'm still recording. Oh, sorry.
That looks dangerous.
Cool.
Good move, Elvis. Do it again. Do what?
So next I'm using my favorite mascara in my kit, and it's the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara in Carbon Black. And I don't know which other mascara works as good as this one. I'm using it with the disposable mascara wand. Also applying it on the bottom lash as well. Then next I'm taking my Ben Nye powder, and it's in Golden Light. I'm just using it to set the concealer I applied earlier on. So that's underneath her eye, on her chin, on her forehead as well. The bridge of her nose. I'm just blending it as I go along. So next I'm using the Makeup Forever Mineralized Skin Finish in deep dark, or no, I think it's in dark, sorry, and it's in dark. So I'm just using that to apply in the outer corners of her face, so like places where I applied the darker foundation earlier on, so creating like a more dimension in her face. I'm blending it as I go along. So next I took my Makeup Forever Sculpting Kit in number 4, and I'm using the brown,
Splash waterfalls,
darker brown shade to sculpt her cheeks.
Who was in Team Bird Brain?
Jasmine.
Taking the blending brush I used earlier on, I'm applying this sculpting powder on the sides of her nose just to contour her nose as well. Next, I'm taking a MAC lip pencil in half red. I'm just using this to line her lips, just to prep for the lip products I'm about to apply. Then taking my aqua cream color in number 8. I never knew how gorgeous this color was on the lips, because every time I use it I just apply on the eyes, but this thing is so beautiful on the lips, and it has like a velvet finish. And in the end there was no point me applying lip liner because it actually doesn't move, and it has like a matte finish, like matte velvet finish, which is really nice and also lasts really long. So I'm just using this, applying this with the I don't know what that brush is, but it's a really nice brush and I like it for lips. It's not a lip brush for sure, it's an eyeshadow brush, but I just liked it to apply the product. So sorry, excuse my big head in front of the screen.
Okay, Kim Kardashian, that's you.
So next I took a dual lip gloss. It's called Cream the Gloss, and I applied this just in the middle of the lip, just add a bit more shine to it so it's not too flat, to give it more dimension. Then next I added I'm using Nars Blush in Taos. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a really beautiful rose blush and it works on every skin tone. Then next I applied a Nars highlighting blush called Albatross. It looks white, but it's actually like a golden color, and just applied on her cheeks, forehead and bridge of her nose. So that's it for the look, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. List of all the products will be on the blog, and also pictures will be on the blog. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.